Hello everyone, welcome back to the National Hockey Centre here in Glasgow as we're into the national finals, the Scottish finals, and it's the plate competition first of all as Glasgow University take on CALA Edinburgh. So it's a tasty West against East contest. Let's look straight at the sides for Glasgow University. The starters, Rowan Sinclair is in goal. Then we've got Jenny McNaught, Kirsty Miller, Laura Murray's the captain, Nicole Pike, Lauren Edwards, Olivia Robertson, Amy McPherson, Rebecca Jones, Ailsa McLean and Lucy Jameson. On the sidelines, Katie Sifton, Ellie Glover, Zara Bell, Imogen Bryce and Florence Ogunda. For CALA, starting is Heather Elder in goal, Angie Davey, Lorna Crawford, Kerry Craig, Lizzie Lamont, Harriet Bascom, Heather Kroll, Eleanor Demuley, Morven Cawthorne the captain, Innes Wilson, Trish Cahill. On the sidelines are Shona Cameron and A.J. Russell. So then, it is West against East. You can join in the conversation on Twitter, hashtag Scott Cup Finals, and it's a place to follow the action as well and join the conversation through Twitter. On the screen there is the hashtag, and Jamie Frail, head of domestic game with Scottish Hockey once again with us, building up towards the big cup final at 4, but this is a big clash nevertheless, Jamie.
Absolutely, yeah. As you say, East v West, this is what it's getting billed as. Two fairly solid National 2 teams. A lot of talent coming out of CALA. Big club, really good youth development system. Glasgow University, a team with a lot of youth in themselves. So it'll be interesting to see.
So off we go then, and it is the National Plate final, and it is Glasgow Uni who are in their black and yellow. And Nicole Pike with an early run. Laura Murray with the number 7 in the back is the captain. Fire through, Jem McNaught trying to get on the end. Here is Murray again, running into the D. And in the end it all goes the other way, but got the time and space to try and force herself into a shooting position.
Good early intent there from Glasgow University and Laura Murray in particular, picking the ball up and wanting to go forward, that real attacking threat.
Olivia Robertson. Not too much meat on that. First real possession for CALA from deep is a Lamont. That was intended for Lorna Crawford, but pocket picked. And Pike once more, looking this time for Amy McPherson, just runs that away. Well, it is the University that are making the front foot. Forward attempt CALA to come for the first time in the opening stages. And once again, no real prevail there. Some of the high numbers in there, 130s on about this yesterday. Some clubs just get a number, whatever squad you're in, and it can be a big one.
Yeah, it goes to show the size of the club, I suppose. If we've got a 139 running about out there. and I think it reflects the kind of fluidity of squad members. So you may start the season in your 5th team, and then progress up to 2nd, 3rd, perhaps 1st, and when you start to move through the squads, then you want to keep your own jersey. It's a bit old school having team jerseys that somebody gets picked on. Somebody gets the opportunity to wash every week. So I think that's the rationale behind everybody having their own high number.
Laura Murray with the easy number 7, stretching forward again early on. Miller was waiting if needed. Space for Nicole Pike. Thrash through the middle. No one in black could get the touch. Imogen Bryce tried a bit, or Lucy Jameson actually, with the taped 114 on her back. That's the old school way. Having to get the tape to match up all the numbers on the team sheet.
Yep, your washing machine won't appreciate that.
Forward again, Murray really influential in the early stages. Jameson with support at right, Amy McPherson.
Yeah, number 7 Laura Murray there, just showing that it's not all about taking your time and individual skills. As soon as she got the ball, she passed it on. She must have had it a second or so.
Well, it might fall for Jameson. Up high in there, Jameson tries to keep it in, when it goes over and away.
Yep, I think perhaps she was maybe just looking for across the face of the goal ball there, but it comes up high and goes out the back for a CALA 16. I think the youth in the standard in this game has shown such promise that we can see Neil Mingus, our Scotland under-21s coach, standing behind us and viewing the talent that's on display.
Donna Crawford driving on. I think she thought the free hit was hers, but it isn't. Lauren Edwards getting time and space.
Yeah, really clever of Edwards there, just to recognise that there isn't a pass on, but there's acres of space to the left hand side, so she starts to drive into that space and draws 3 or 4 CALA players towards her.
Harriet Bascom on the backside. Back up to her feet quickly though. It is Mascalini again with possession. Darted back by Jenny McNaught. Forward from Amy McPherson. Not locally trying to win that. Over Cawthorne is the captain with the 130 on her back. Someone going up the ranks internationally too. Has been doing so. First real fling forward for CALA. No real bite from either side yet. It's been a steady start. It's been a pattern, I think, all day so far. Teams feeling their way into the contest.
Yeah, cautious starts all round. That can be due to the fact that it's the final and nobody wants to lose an early goal, so very hesitant to do much. Where we've seen the real deadlock change is when you get that individual bit of brilliance, that space and time, and somebody just keep bursting through. It changes the tempo. A few of them, and you've got a different type of game in your hand.
It's a little bit brighter in Glasgow at the hockey centre. Sun peeking through. Even the winds maybe died off just a touch.
This will be us going into our second season of 4 seasons in one day.
Snow later.
Yep.
McPherson to wriggle away. It's Crawford across there just helping defensively for CALA. Down towards Cawthorne. Well in by Lauren Edwards. A flyer across by Olivia Robertson. black in the D to pick up. Well, it's a bit close for company, that. The collision and the signal from the umpire. McNaught was through and clean taken out.
Yeah, keen to see that one again. It kind of happened a wee bit quickly. Heather Elder in goals has been involved under Scotland under 16, so a real good, promising young goalkeeper. So the first initial kick, yeah, just goes straight onto the front stick, and then the goalkeeper continues to follow the ball and just runs into the forward. There could be an argument that it's the goalkeeper's ball there and it's the outfield player that's restricted the goalkeeper, considering the ball was moving away.
Wonder why you're saying that.
Goalkeepers union, yep.
Penalty corner then, and Rebecca Jones to inject here. 9 minutes into the match. Not the best. Pike having a go at it.
No,
it clumsy.
She'd forgot the ball there and then found the foot, but no penalty corner given. CALA have a breakaway.
And just as stopped Heather Crawl, couldn't quite keep it in her grasp.
Yep, CALA in the breakaway from a short corner should have had more numbers up. I think they'd all concentrated in trying to run back and help defend, which meant they couldn't do much in the counter.
They have picked up here though. Russell waiting in the D. Murray back to defend. To the early rolling subs coming on. Imogen Bryce for Glasgow Uni. Nice ball. This one flung across by Lamont, and a penalty corner at the other end this time, and it will be CALA's turn to have a go.
The replay of the penalty corner that's been given. Yep, I think it's just a stick tackle in the end there that's just a bit clumsy. So a foul in the shooting area turns into a penalty corner. Attacking team get an overload of 3 or 4 extra bodies and facing a goalkeeper and 4 defenders.
Angie Davey with injection.
Yep, so the defensive line, one of the players has broken the line early, so they get to retake it. No, it appears it's the attacking team that perhaps broke the line early.
So a bit of a switcheroo going on now.
Yeah, I think if you're the attacking team and you enter the D early, then you get sent back to the halfway line, but somebody else can obviously replace.
We'll try a second time. Strike came from Crawford, and umpire's arms out, and in the end it was a bit of a mess all round, and nothing comes from it for CALA.
Yeah, with the penalty corner, your first strike at goal has to cross the line at the backboard height, and that strike just came up and hit the goalkeeper around about the stomach. So it's classed as dangerous, and it's a foul against the attacking team.
Is that a stroke now? It is. So taken out there, another infringement, and CALA have worked themselves in a perfect chance to take the lead now.
I think Ellen Murray's deemed that to be an intentional foul in the D, so her only option is to give the penalty.
Far more cynical, so it is up to Lorna Crawford.
Rowan Sinclair in goals as well.
And there is the opener, and from the spot it is CALA with the leads in the first 12 minutes or so.
Yep, low and hard to the right. Rowan's got down, read it well to what side it's going to, but it's just sneaked past in the gloves. I thought maybe a stick would have got to that.
So for CALA, a side that have really struggled with results this campaign, languishing in the bottom of NL1, so effectively, as you're saying, James, at the start, 2 NL2 quality teams.
Yes.
Because of the poor season for CALA, they've been on the downward trend. Glasgow University 3rd in National League 2. One back by Edwards. Down the channel for Zara Bell. Well, we've seen the goal from the stroke, but rather calm this game. And now the Glasgow side, who started slightly better possessionally, are chasing.
Yeah, Glasgow University seem to be comfortable in the ball, doing all the right things, but not really getting a lot out of it. Whereas CALA Edinburgh have that kind of aggression and individual skill that can get them up there, win them the penalty corner, win them the penalty flick. So 2 very different styles of play.
That was a bit loose in defence, and CALA again in a good spot.
Yeah, Lorna Crawford not fearing any player that she matches up against, which is fair enough. She has exceptional amount of skill.
Lauren Murray is a bit everywhere, though. She's one player for Glasgow that has started well. All in a very tough spot, but the black and yellow swarm away. Cawthorne did well defensively just to get it back and try and engineer something. Since the start of March, CALA, just the one win against Aberdeen Uni back on the 12th of March, it's been lose, pretty much the trend of late. So a bit of a different mindset today, and they did hit the front through that stroke, so they have the early advantage as they've played almost 15 minutes.
So CALA squandering the possession in a dangerous area there. Glasgow University's right back Lauren Edwards found herself in acres of space like she has just now again. CALA don't seem to want to press that area, but she'd try to knock it back across and put it over her own side baseline. But CALA just hanging in half court, not really that comfortable coming out just now. So they're a goal up. They maybe are aware that sometimes teams can be most dangerous when they've just been scored against, and you tend to get a goal back against you in the 5 minutes. So they may just be consolidating the position and then start to rebuild from there.
Riley Glover then forward from Jones. Goal Pike trying to work it through, and here comes CALA again. Wilson was trying to break it away. Becca Jones.
CALA still just sitting half court. Glasgow University could use this to their advantage, just move the ball round, force CALA to do some work here, chase the ball.
Slightly unlucky that for Shona Cameron. It might come to her now as she's on the run, just too much from Angie Davey. It was Kelburn that won this competition last year against Dundee University 3-1. So it'll be a different name come the end of this one. And where will it go? Will it be Glasgow? Will it be Edinburgh? At the moment it is the Edinburgh side with the early lead. Murray looking for some options and some help. Becca Jones took the advantage of the little slip. Or she was trying to anyway, didn't quite work as intended. That was a bit quick. Angie Davey, and I think Steve McCurry had a quick chat saying that was probably a bit quick to do that. Losing possession.
Yeah, so in terms of coaching teams, then CALA have Stephen McCurry on the bench. He's also coached at Inverleith. He's obviously coached at CALA Men. He's been under 18 Scotland men's coach as well. And on Glasgow University's bench, there's Adam McInnes, who is a previous player for Kelburn and assistant coach for Kelburn ladies first team. And his uncle is current coach at Aberdeen Football Club.
Quite the family potted history.
Yep, coaching must run in the family.
Again, another team possession change. Buscombe this time with that. Certainly having a pedestrian early stages of this final.
Penalty's the only thing that's really split it, and that's just one rash tackle. Apart from that, then I think a draw would be more of a fair result. Both teams probing, but not really getting much from it all.
Lamont fed through Crawford. Is there someone there? Oh, snuck through. Managed to get it half away. Back into the D on the fringe it goes. Lamont just trying to take over.
Superb last ditch tackle there from Laura Murray. I think it's Lorna Crawford in CALA who's just knocking the ball out in front of her, knowing that it's far enough up front that if she gets that wee bit of space, she can just get a shot off in reverse. But Laura Murray, just that big extra stretch and hitting the ground, has unexpectedly tapped the ball past her.
Plenty of space in the corner. Bascom twisting and turning. There's Izzy Lamont down here. Crawford. And the whistle goes. Well, it's been a bit of a tense day in all the games so far in the women's side of the finals weekend. We had the men's yesterday. Kelburn winning the men's cup final, and the cup finals themselves, which I'm sure you're looking forward to the women's cup final later on as part of the Team Scotland series. Has been great. I know we talked a little bit about it yesterday, the mix of events across 12 Commonwealth Games sports that are all part of throughout the year, and this was one of them picked to the cup final weekend, the finals particularly. So great stuff from them, and forward trying to get there is Lorna Crawford again, cut out. Here comes Laura Murray, who has been excellent so far. Played on forward here for Ellie Glover. Keeper comes out. Rebecca Jones couldn't quite control it down. Gonna spark a bit of life for Glasgow Uni. Jones across for Murray. Swiped in looking for Ellie Glover. come CALA.
Glasgow University back three sitting up in lots of space here. Able to move the ball well. Just that final kind of misconnect when it gets to the forward line. Umpire being very particular where the ball has to be taken from. When it goes out the back line, then the ball needs to be taken in line with that.
Crawford trying to turn away. Lawrence back. Crawford trying to drive it through the middle, and here comes Jones. Off the foot. Umpires called it in the end. Ellen Murray and Beth Rand, the two umpires for this one. Murray. And made by Glover.
Laura Murray showing her quality there as well. There was no pass on, but she was able to read that the forward leading was about to enter that channel. She passes a nice weighted ball down there for to pick up.
Jones couldn't quite find Nicole Pike. Nicole Pike was one of the scorers, scored a couple in fact in the semi-final against Dundee University. Sure there was a nice bit of rival in that one. 4-2 when it was. McLean, some power in that. McNaught was stretching, could come here for Ogunda. Ogunda's start to fire it. We've got the time there, and Jameson hit the bottom of the post.
Yeah, even before the ball's in the D, Ogunda's picked the ball up and just immediately looked to crack it in. There's no time wasting, there's no dithering in the ball. They get the ball into the D, and then you'll get something from it.
Yeah, it was kicked away in the end with the keeper Murray back in. Rattled off a leg. Glasgow Uni leg, and chance lost.
Yep. Hit their own player. Heather Elder and goals starting to show some real promise. So before that, there was a 1v1 situation. The ball got fed in, and she's rushed out to the top of the D and played it with her stick before the Glasgow University forwards able to pick it up. They say it takes a special kind of crazy to be a goalkeeper, but it takes a special kind of confidence to then run about like an outfielder.
Good tussle between Cahill and Murray. Stays with the Glasgow Uni side trailing. Crawford with the penalty stroke. Lorna Crawford for CALA in the 14th minute. Pardon by McLean. Again, the peep of the whistle is becoming quite common during this first half.
Yes, I think it's been well umpired. It's just getting a bit sloppy just now.
Jameson wriggles by. Maybe this is the chance, and the keeper has to make the stop. Held it.
Yeah, and even the type of stop, it's going to cross the body, and the CALA keepers managed to rather than deflect it back into danger, get the foot right round it and knock it back out over the baseline out of danger.
Take two, and again 2 or 3 were waiting with intent. Jameson was one of those two. Let's have another little look. That was the second attempt. It was a couple of fired balls in. No one to nipping in the end of them. Here's Edwards. And towards the edge of the again. And the strike from Robertson. Still in play. And again, it doesn't go Cala's way.
Yeah, interesting to see that one again if possible. It's the balls came in nice and high, keepers made the save, and then Glasgow University players tried to bring it down on the bounce and get involved that way. So it kind of fizzles out. I think it eventually just goes over the line, but certainly an unorthodox piece of play.
Kroll went through the middle looking for teammate. Kroll in the heat of the battle still. Was all the way through.
Yep, all the patient build-up play, all the round, the back stuff, but if the ball is a dead ball and you're able to fire it in route one, you do it, and you hope one of your forwards is in there just to get the touch. Again, route one, straight down the middle from centre back to centre forward. If the gap's there, you take it.
McNaught. Miller making the run. Her turn to try and weave it in. Was it near Pike who was the closest to it? Just over 5 minutes left in this first half. Chance of very little chances, I should say. Control again by Olivia Robertson. Lauren Edwards. Good battle. Back with Kroll. And keeper just lets that go by, despite the advance run of Kerry Craig.
Great vision by Kroll there to see Craig running from that side. It's a tough one where you pick the ball up and you've not had a lot of time to make the decision. She's just maybe put a wee bit too much pace on it for her to run on to, but great link-up play, great attempt.
Twisting turn from Lament. Stays with her on her side. Jamie not done there, but couldn't quite keep it alive. Good Izzy Lament.
Again, CALA just trying to, from the dead ball, bring that in slightly more central. Obviously the preference is to come in the middle with the dead ball. You can pick what side you want to go down rather than being stuck out there.
Crawford put herself into difficulty, but just about run herself out of it.
Yeah, and I think there's an appeal from Nicole Pike from Glasgow University there for a back stick, because Laura Crawford is just the way she's picked the ball up at that kind of height and that high level. It couldn't be anything else other than a back stick, so interesting.
And back here for CALA, juggling around is Edwards, though. Lansguni defensively. Ball picks back up. Gonda away anywhere.
Number 10 from CALA, Angie Davey, with the double glove showing. You normally see that on dentists, believe it or not. So they're very precious over their fingers. And I can see why as they get into a shoulder-to-shoulder tussle.
Final couple of minutes, and there's more space here for CALA. Will they try and extend their lead? Stolen well by Nicole Pike. McNaught was through the gap, couldn't quite find it through, but again here's Pike. Support needed, support could be there. Pike will try it herself, but dangerous, says the umpire, despite some of the roars of the crowd.
Yeah, number 3 for Glasgow University, Jenny McNaught, standing in acres of space there. I think Pike wanted to get the ball to her, she just couldn't get the ball back under control and secured enough to then pass it on. Yeah,
Lucy Jameson was in there too. There was plenty of support in there.
Never fully felt in control, but they're away again.
Pike again.
Right in the kidneys.
Sore one. Morven Cawthorne is a tough cookie. With Glasgow Uni, final 30 seconds. Have they got one last chance? Murray. McNaught was there. Needing the help, and there's a penalty corner.
I think CALA are appealing here because even though it was a shot on target, there's a CALA player standing within 5 metres, and the ball being raised that close to someone is classed as dangerous. If there wasn't a defender there, then the ball would have been a clear shot on goal.
Let's have another little look.
Yeah, so ball comes in, it's a pretty poor first touch, and then when she steps in, it just lifts and hit her under the arm in the ribcage, which when you're that close, considered dangerous. And I think the other umpire, Ellen Murray, is in agreement, so it's going to overrule the decision and be a free hit for CALA, which is a really sensible decision by the umpiring team, and a potentially for Glasgow University, a potentially game-changing moment in terms of they could have got that extra corner in overtime. When a penalty corner is awarded in overtime, then there's no chance of a counter-attack, so you put your entire team up, and your chances of getting goal are quite high.
As things stand though, it will be the lead for CALA, a game of very few chances that have been at a premium, but it was the penalty stroke, the difference from Lorna Crawford.
Yep, Lorna takes it well, doesn't take a lot of steps, doesn't give anything away with the body shape or position set up, just buries it low and hard into the right hand side.
So that is the state to play, 1-0 to CALA at half time. We'll be back shortly for the second half. So welcome back. We are ready for second half action in the Scottish Plate final. It is Glasgow University 0, CALA 1. So underway, Jamie, what are you expecting? It was a chances premium sort of game first half.
Yeah, hopefully the coaches have had a word with their players, got them to change a few things. The probing and the cautiousness can't continue. At some point, they need to throw caution to the wind and get stuck in about it, as they would say. Nothing really much separating the two sides in the first half. The penalty being the main one. A few interesting umpiring decisions that are being looked at in the office. Apart from that, it's been a bit of a quiet game.
Maybe need to have a quick look to see is there anyone in the office that's in the umpires union camp? Is there?
No, yeah,
bit of debate going on in there.
Yeah, the debate was that exact incident with whether Heather Elder was obstructed or whether she had actually ran into the forward, and still undecided.
It will be with the university. Not for much longer. Robertson's delivered, didn't find anything. Hoping that both sides might up their gear in the second period. There's Wilson. Cut out by Kirsty Miller, which was pretty calm pace in the first. As we mentioned, chances very limited. Good stuff. Warner Crawford starting off that move. Here she is looking to try and back in a bit of indecision. Wilson could keep that one in.
CALA Edinburgh just immediately dropping into half court there, so completely conceding at least 25 yards of space just to protect their own half. Glasgow University not particularly capitalising on it, not pushing numbers up or around or stretching it. They're still keeping a few people in their own half, so if they start to move it well and into space, then tire CALA out. That's where you start to see the gaps and you can move the ball in nice and early.
Murray Lund continue a great first half with a marauding run.
Yeah, the other thing for Glasgow University is that they have Laura Murray and Nicole Pike in the middle, who seem to be two great prospects. They're running the show, and their individual skill and head up, getting the ball off early is great to see.
The kind of impression you get is that if they do hook it up, they may well unlock that door.
Both teams happy to sit back though and let the centre backs move the ball well in their own half.
Right, again, as I say, not in terms of bad decisions or anything like that. Umpires have been at the whistle constantly just for little niggling things throughout.
Yeah, it's clumsy from Olivia Robertson, Glasgow University there. She's just coming around the wrong side and hacking in the reverse.
It's CALA's turn now though with Crawford. Now meeting the sandwich there with Murray and Jones. McLean. Tried to find the gap. Pike was trying to follow up. Angie Davey is the one in the heart of the defence at times in the middle. For CALA. Up the other end, it's going to fall for Magonda to try and clear. Didn't go too far. Crawford it was, trying to get it through the middle. Twist and a turn.
Crawford again engaged with the ball. He seems to be all over the pitch there in a good way.
I think I mentioned at the start of the first half of this game that the wind had died down. Well, disregard that. Isn't it blustery again? Now a lot of space on this side here for a driven effort right into the body of Olivia Robertson, who took the sore one.
Yeah, Innes has done the right thing there. She's recognised that there's lots of space. She's got a free line to the D. She's come in at a bit of a tight angle, and with that tight angle then you try and get the ball up in the air. It's harder for the goalkeeper to save. When it's low in a tight angle, you would kind of back the goalkeeper to save with feet, but she's went near post, and unfortunately for Olivia Robertson, she's been standing in the road of it and she's caught it in the rib or the hips. No real sense of urgency from Glasgow University. There's 5 people in their own half just passing the ball around, and then they're going for a bit of a champagne pass, trying to find the channels. Not sure that's the best option if you've got 2 talented individuals in midfield. Maybe feed it into midfield short, let them do the work to eliminate the player, and then pass it on to the forwards. It seems like they're completely bypassing 2 of their best players.
Miss Wilson back to Cawthorne, another one of those figures that's strength at the back, no nonsense.
.26 for CALA there. AJ Russell has just took a free hit, tried to move away, and unfortunately lost the ball, rolled it over the sideline, so it's went back to Glasgow University.
Edwards had time and space and then run into problems. Davey has been a threat and right through the middle. Wilson, just that lack quality really for anything sensational from either side in the forward positions.
Again, Glasgow not committing many numbers up front. They've got 5 just playing the ball around under no pressure at the back, and then they're looking for that big channel to the centre forward. Hasn't come off yet, but if it does, then it'll be a good opportunity to see a 1v1 with the goalkeeper. Bit of a miscommunication there from CALA Edinburgh, just letting the ball roll out the back. Goalkeeper had time to get a touch, keep it in play, so long corner, Glasgow University.
Still looking for one back. Jones trying to bring it forward, still with them. The fire in, it's going to go high and it's going to go wide. And it was Imogen Bryce, no it wasn't, it was Jameson, that red tape of the 114, the makeshift 114. A couple of times in that first period got close. Ogunda for Jones. Murray.
That was more like it. Feed the ball into the middle, commit some of the CALA players to try and engage the ball, and then you find the space out. It just didn't pan out correctly for Murray there.
Murray to try and drive it in towards the circle, but and CALA defending the way. Cawthorne at the back.
So with the dead ball, free hit, the ability to self-pass and then just take it yourself is useful. You can change the angle, but all Murray done there was knock the ball forward in the same line and then try and hit it again in the same line. And good defenders in CALA team will read that all day. Nothing's changed, so the position you were in, totally comfortable to pick that up front stick, just as Crawford did.
CALA with the free hit. Bascombe. Got some time, and there's a penalty corner against Ogunda. And CALA, well, we've seen what they've done, penalty corner and a penalty stroke, got the goal from it in the first half.
Yeah, Harriet's just ran in here and tried to kind of put the ball into the danger area just in front of the goalkeeper, just behind the penalty spot. It's the area, the kind of zone that people try and get the ball in, because if you get a piece on it there, then it's more likely going on target. Harriet not known for our goal scoring prowess, but certainly industrious on the right hand side there.
Game with few chances. Can Angie Davey work something? Gets a scramble, keeper having to watch Sinclair, but it has wriggled its way through, and it is number 2. Never went in to celebrate that.
Yeah, so from the initial pull out, a bit of a mistrap, so it's blocked out, switched across, and I think it's number 10, Angie Davey, who has the composure, sees the keepers on the ground, lying down, and then I'm not entirely sure if the person at the back post gets the touch, but she's certainly claiming it. Angie Davey, though, could probably take credit for the bulk of the work and the setup for that.
We'll see how it is given in the end. Could well be Davies credited with it. And now there's a card, and yellow card being flung out. There's a green card being flung in as well.
So green cards, you get to take a seat for 1 or 2 minutes. It'll be interesting to see if Glasgow University use this. They've now managed to win themselves a penalty corner straight away.
Yeah, so down and then Kroll with the green card.
Yep,
And
so
there's a
it
foot.
touches the foot and then penalty corner.
So down to 10, now they've conceded a penalty corner at the other end. So a bit of a fruitful spell of action. I've been waiting for this to happen, a little bit of life. So now they know Glasgow need to chase this now. They've got the 2 goals adrift.
I think the 2 players we've highlighted, 7 and 8, in terms of Murray and Pike, are standing over the top of the D.
There's Murray. Can they feed it through? Jones is there and they've got it cleared.
Yep, Angie Davey from one end of the pitch, setting up the goal to then stopping a shot this end.
Bell in. Glover couldn't get hold. Fessel running at 100 miles per hour. In fact, is that going to be another penalty corner? It is. 1 or 2 frustrations boiling over.
Wasn't the greatest of worked routines last time, so I don't know if they're going to try and change it up. It looked as if the last injection and stop, somebody did do something, because the ball stayed still for too long, which gave CALA the chance to set up nicely in the defensive formation.
Shall see what happens this time. Murray darts off, waiting for it back issue, not quite. Glover around there too. Zarabel. And away and wide it goes.
Yeah, so Zarabel seemed to have some time in the shot just when it fell back out. They've still got a bit of work to do at the full stretch, brings it across, and then Morven Cawthorne, the captain, just gets the save, gets it across, and then it's fortunate enough to bounce off a Glasgow University stick for their 16, which they immediately turn over to Glasgow University.
Minutes left. CALA with the 2 goals. It's been a bit of a disastrous season in the league, but this would be something to uplift them. I know it's not a league game, but it just shows the slight difference in the two sides. With CALA in the top flight, but struggled. Here comes Murray though for the University, and well away. Don't know if the touch really helped, or really didn't help there. There's 2 or 3 options going in the D.
Murray driving the space well, and then as soon as it opens up, she thinks they can get a shot off in reverse, but the shot's straight down the middle and easy enough for Heather Elder to just kick clear. Bit of confusion as one umpire points one way, the other points against. So in that situation, you let everybody settle and make sure there's no advantage to that confusion.
It is going to be Murray, and it is Glasgow University. Helped on its way, but away from the target. It was Ellie Glover trying to get something in there. I think she did, but well away from goal. Crawford is looking for help backwards. Davey put her back into a bit of danger actually. Rare mistake. Cawthorne just about found the gap. Cut out by McLean. And there's a white ball, and it's Wilson. A little bit of a waste in the end, and it's taken a couple of moments for goals. But there's been a lack of quality at times, but can there be a bit of magic here? Gonda trying to keep it away from anyone in white.
Yeah, the call from Glasgow University coach there was urgency, and I couldn't agree with them more. They're 2 goals down, and they're kind of faffing about at the back. There's no real drive to go forward. They're comfortable.
Right, here is some drive. Pike. Oh, and waiting was McNaught, but she's never got an end of it.
That was the flash of Pike and Murray that we saw in the start of the first half, where they've got the drive to pick the ball up, front up to someone, and then just get a nice hard shot away. Unfortunately for McNaught, it's got a bit of a bounce, and even though she's flat and on a reverse stick at the back post, it just bobbles over.
Jones and the stretch of McNaught. Still time in this for Glasgow University. Distant third in the National League 2, 14 adrift of GHK. 8 behind Grange. A solid campaign. Jones, good flicks, and Pike away. Past Cawthorne. And penalty corner against Russell.
Yeah, Russell feel hard done to for that. It looked as if she'd just nicked the ball away from the shot. So as she goes to shoot, the CALA player just gets the stick in there and comes across. I think it's maybe for the foot then, as it goes beyond her. Glasgow University coming out and responding to the coach's call of urgency. It's good to see now. 15 minutes left.
Rebecca Jones with the injection.
Glasgow University just waiting on one other. Doesn't look as if it's a set piece.
Kitty Sifton making a late run. There's Pike, kicked away, and a follow-up save from Elder. It's not been University's afternoon front of goal, but they've picked up again with Murray. Sifton in front, Murray still trying to go herself, but it's always going to struggle and run out of road.
Yeah, that lack of outcomes in front of the goal for Glasgow University is a bit of a mix between kind of bad luck and the skill of Heather Elder in goals today. I think she's been exceptional, so she's done the things she needs to do. She's not made a fuss about the saves. Everything's went wide. It's not went into a second phase where it doesn't need to. So currently she's a standout for CALA.
Robertson trying to keep it alive. That's a louder peep of the whistle, so Pocket is going into, and a green card.
McNaught just coming in there quite heavy-handed. If she'd made contact with the ball to begin with, it would have been okay, but she's missed the ball and she's just followed through with the shoulder.
So a little rest for Jenny McNaught. Doesn't help the cause. One or two screaming for it forward. Support in front. This could seal it off for number 3. And arm in the air of AJ Russell. But it's going to be a penalty corner. Is it going to be a stroke?
Well, this will be interesting, the replay. So goalkeeper comes out to cover it well, and then the ball bobbles up, and I think it's Lauren Edwards, who's just clipped her foot on the way to the goal. So it's the ball was going in and it's hit body.
So it is going to be the stroke. The penalty corner originally, but they've made it the stroke, and this would seal things off. We've seen what happened in the first period with Lorna Crawford in one now at this end, and it's wriggled through. So unlucky, Rowan Sinclair, but that surely is the plate.
Yeah, Lorna Crawford's decided to go same side, but this time give it a slight lift. Rowan Sinclair's decided to go same side as well. Clipped the top of the glove, and it's so disappointing to see. As the goalkeeper, you're lying there, you felt it make contact with your glove, and then you look up and you just see it bobble over the line.
Sure, it's never happened to you though.
I don't even get a touch on them, they just go straight in.
With the way the pattern of play is, Pike couldn't keep it in. It doesn't feel like a game that should be 3-0 one-sided. It's just been little moments and discipline or what have you. CALA being quite ruthless, couple of strokes and then the one from another move, and it's kind of hard to believe it the way the game is that it's 3-0.
Yeah, Glasgow University will feel hard done to that it's 2 penalties, so if you take them out of it, then kind of 1-0, and have they had enough of the ball in and around CALA's D, then yeah, definitely it's CALA's goalkeeper that seems to be having the better of the day.
Murray, space and time, but not the execution.
Nope, Murray again just seeing lots of space in front of her, opening up and going in for the shot. I don't know if it's tired legs out there. I think she's played the full game up till now, but I don't think she's got one thing in her mind, and that's go in and shoot. She's not even had a check to see where her other players are, and when you're given that amount of space, who can blame them?
Harrying and running that from Cahill. wriggling by in McLean, and there's another penalty corner, and it's fallen apart here for the University.
Yeah, a bit silly by McLean there, 15. She's just, the ball's beyond her, she's just stuck in a kind of lazy tackle, missed the ball and hit the player. So in terms of umpire managing the game, it's the right thing to do. It's either that or it's starting to reach into the pocket for cards.
Angie Davey to inject again.
So Angie just pulling the ball out before the umpire's ready, but it worked out quite well because their own teammates weren't prepared either.
No one ready, but we'll try again. 10.5 minutes left in this final. Hat came to nothing, bar stinging Laura Murray.
This is where Glasgow could be danger in the counter-attack. CALA have committed lots of players up for the penalty corner, and now we have a 4v2, 4v3.
Pike on the run.
She needs to use those bodies.
She's trying to, and Imogen Bryce.
Yeah, Imogen Bryce there, back to goal, standing in the baseline. She can't keep the ball in there. She should be looking to move it on as soon as.
Jones through the middle for Jameson. Again, just the story of the game for Glasgow Uni. Actually had plenty of tussles of Glasgow Uni with universities. Beat Edinburgh University, or got beaten by Edinburgh University I should say, in the cup first round 4-2. Edinburgh Uni's second team, but they've actually beaten CALA already, their second team, 5-0 in the quarter final. That Dundee Uni game in the semis with the 1-4-2, but looks like they're not going to beat CALA's first team. As the Edinburgh outfit come forward once more. Russell in the thick of it again. Came into the game more in the second half, AJ Russell. Cawthorne seizes the gap in front. Ricochet, Jameson tries to turn and break away. Miller. Pinball time. Cahill penalised.
Glasgow University coach pacing the sideline and giving his water bottle a right good thrashing.
Adam McInnes, head coach down there on the sidelines, looking for at least one back. Bryce will try and oblige, and there is the penalty corner at that end. Penalty corners galore in this second period.
Yeah, so I think the Glasgow University players picked the ball up, but then immediately been our stick held back. No intent there, but it is a foul, so a penalty corner, Glasgow. Up till now they haven't looked as if they're any real threat at penalty corners, but in the last one then I think we saw Murray or Pike having a drag flick, so it'll be interesting to see if they go for that option again or if they go for the switches that they've been doing previously.
Rebecca Jones with another chance from a ejection, taking a little time here. CALA just to get ready. Clock still ticking down.
3 goals up, you would take your time.
Murray leaves it. It's going to fall for Miller. It's blocked again by Elder.
Yeah, space and time that you've got there, you would expect Kirsty Miller, Glasgow University number 5, just to thrash that, get a big backswing on that and get the ball in as hard as you can. Instead she opts for a push come flick.
Murray, and it's wide again. Glasgow Archies early this morning won the district plate final in the Battle of the Islands. It was Portray that defeated Shetland in the district cup final, and in the plate final it looks like it will be CALA Edinburgh winning this. Then we've got Clydesdale Western against Edinburgh University in the cup final at 4. Jones with the hit and hope for Nicole Pike. Do keep it though. Wagonda. This was trying to seize the space, and chance possible for a counter. Wagonda did well to try and get it back in her side possession. McPherson. Jameson. Jameson's has to keep hold of it. Space for Miller. And Cawthorne disrupting.
So Kirsty Miller there, lots of space in the time, and the poor first touch just kind of slows the ball down enough for Cawthorne to come in and, as you say, disrupt proceedings.
Under 5 minutes left. Husky just looking for something to take away. Murray trying to do it all herself. And again, Jameson was waiting just to try and help it on its way.
Harriet Boscombe, acres of space up there. Calling for the ball, doesn't get released quick enough.
Yeah, McLean was in there ahead. Here's McLean once more with time. Gust of wind. It's going to be a bit tricky for the players in the cup final. Wind's growing. I don't know what possessed me to say that it was calming down at the start of this game.
Optimism.
At least the sun's out.
Yeah, I thought we were going to commentate from the other side next game. Get a bit of a tan. Can I say that the wind helps with the tan, so it's really blowing a gale. That'll help. I think that's potentially windburn today.
Forward it comes, and a couple were looking for a touch. There remains 3 in for Glasgow Uni. They're trying to get up the other end to have a defiance goal. Pike, who would be one of the star players from this team, her and Murray have been excellent, but haven't found the back of the net. Pike scored a couple in that semi-final win. Murray actually got an equaliser in the first period. Wilson trolls out. Still much focus down below us on the CALA sidelines there, not getting ready to celebrate just yet. Crossed by Bascombe, but it's a loose pass. Crawford left it though, and now can they seal it off with another one? You bet they can. It is 4, and it is the plate for CALA.
So Ron Sinclair in goal here, starts to read the game, sees that there's an overload, she's going to have to come out and meet it, comes out, makes herself nice and big. I think credit has to go to, I think it's number 39, Kerry Craig for CALA Edinburgh, for resisting the temptation just to steal that. Just watched it trickle over the line.
Bascom's still a bit disappointed that she couldn't quite reach the end of that, but it is Glasgow Uni trying at least to get one, but we're caught out there in that move just a moment or so back, and it didn't feel like a 3-0 game then. It doesn't really feel like a 4-0 game, but little minor crucial moments, just a slight difference of a side bottom of National League 1 and the side near the top of National League 2. You did say at the start they're both are kind of National League 2 quality, but just that slight.
Yeah, so that was maybe me making the assumption for next season rather than currently this season. You forget that the National 1 opposition that CALA will play up till now will be slightly higher and a bit more intense than it perhaps would be for Glasgow University in Division 2.
People of the whistle might be the final one of the contest as the siren is about to sound. There it is. And one or two absolutely amazed with what they've done out there. CALA have had a really poor season in the league, a difficult season, but they're going to end with some joy with the plate after what looks like a convincing win against Glasgow University, but it's anything but that. A chance with a game with very few chances but some crucial moments. CALA took them, including from penalty corners and penalty strokes like this one.
Going hard to the striker's left, doesn't leave a lot of options for the goalkeeper. This is the short corner that breaks down, and it's from going from the pusher position to then putting pressure on that poor shot to then finding the gap between the goalkeeper and the goal. There's not a lot of margins to work in there. Ball across the face of the goal. Not sure if it's Davies that puts it in or if somebody else gets the touch in for them, but team game, doesn't really matter. And then we have the other penalty set up. I think the ball just hits number 10 Glasgow University's foot as it rolls towards it, and it slows the ball down enough for her to clear it. So clear foul, and goes same side, keeper's right hand side and striker's left. Slightest bit more on that, and Ron Sinclair's managed to save it.
This was the little bit of extra gloss.
Two Glasgow University players that should be marking the two high players have rushed out there to try and put pressure on the ball carrier, and then the goalkeepers had to come out, try and deal with that. Just gets the slightest piece of it, not enough to stop the ball travelling in that direction with enough pace.
So the ceremony will be here shortly. You'll be able to see that on social media. But in the national plate final, it is CALA who have won the honours by 4 goals to 0.